Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. For those who don't know, my name is Cassandra Martin and I'm a business marketing major. This video is specifically for women and leisure, so Rec 310 Section 7 for spring 2020. So let's dive right into it. So on my free time, I actually just started getting into roller skating. I used to do it a lot as a kid, and over time I grew out of it. I literally grew out of my rollerblades. So this was actually up until recently. I just randomly decided that I need to start just basically need to start doing something. So I went to Big Five, bought myself some skates, and I've been skating ever since. I'm taking a few days off right now because I fell really bad, but once I'm fully healed, I'll get back to it. So that is one thing I'm currently into right now. Another thing I've always been into is dance. Whether it's like out dancing with my friends, with my family. I'm more so into like watching people dance. Ever since I was little, I would always watch Dancing with the Stars with my mom. So I definitely think that's something that influenced me, just constant, watching that every single week with my mom. So it was definitely like the art of ballroom dancing, and then eventually I started getting into other different kinds of dancing. So I'm more into watching it versus actually doing it. I'm not confident enough to just go out there and dance, or at least record myself dancing. Now, as for the leisure hobby I chose for this project, it is woodwork, which is simply just making things out of wood. I chose it because, one, I've never done it before, obviously, which is pretty funny because I grew up watching my dad do it my entire life, whether it was projects for himself or for other people. I've pretty much been around it for a long time, and I find it funny because I never bothered getting into it, even though it always looked pretty interesting to me. I'm offered the resources and materials and I never even tried. But I think now that I am older now, and I have this project, I think it's going to be a pretty cool experience, pretty fun. And yeah, it looks pretty cool. Not only that, I remember watching Mean Girls 2 and seeing them. I remember seeing that high school actually had, I think it was woodshop as an elective. And I just remember looking back and thinking, why didn't my high school have woodshop as an elective? That would have definitely been my number one pick. So, like I said, I've always been interested in it. So it's going to be really cool to see how everything turns out. I do plan on making a bedside shelf, and I think the biggest challenge is going to be making the cuts even and making the shelf itself small enough, because I'm very limited to my space. I don't have much space next to my bed. So just doing the correct measurements, I think, is going to be the hardest thing, making it look very straight, aligned. I don't want it to be crooked or anything. I think those two things are definitely going to be the biggest challenge. What am I going to get out of this? I think if I succeed, which I'm pretty sure I will, I do, like I said, I have a mentor to help me if anything. But I think if I succeed, I'm going to continue to build more things, small things, like shelves or anything I might need. I do like hanging things in my room, so mostly just shelves. And yeah, I'll probably end up saving a lot of money doing that. And with woodwork, I think it's pretty cool that you can make something so functional and beautiful out of something like wood. It's just, the process of it is really cool. Just seeing it come together is really cool. So the fact that I'll be doing it myself is going to be really awesome, I feel like.